let me talk to you about a few red flags about not just a monitoring spirit, but a dangerously, deeply disturbed person who has the spirit. I posted something on here recently about monitoring spirits. I wanted to go a little bit deeper into just how important it is to pick up on these behaviors and these spirits, because they can have a very lasting impact on your life. About 12 years ago, I worked with someone who had a monitoring spirit, has a monitoring spirit on her. She still is monitoring me. A good chance she's watching this video right now, right along with you. In her mind, I have both hurt her, and I'm also an amazing person. I am both a sisterly, filled with love and light person who she just adores, and I'm also someone who has hurt her and betrayed her. All of this is happening in her mind, and I think that she is deeply unwell. I've been very reticent to even make a video about this. I've made one other video on here about the fact that I was being cyberstalked. It's the same person. It's the same person. And I didn't want to make this video because I didn't want to give her that energy and that focus. But I'm going to do it because I want to tell other people, especially women, because this was someone who I worked with and I thought befriended, how this can show up in your day-to-day. And it's a situation that nearly made me want to pull back from getting to know women. That's how much it was disturbing, and that's how much it impacted me, because I allowed this person to be in my life, in my personal space. I allowed her to meet my baby at the time. She was a baby. And looking back on it, it was a huge mistake, and there were so many red flags. This person would keep tabs on me, or make an attempt to, okay? I had just moved to this new city. She had moved there shortly thereafter, and as someone who is always trying to give help and tips and tricks and share my experience, I had shared information about what I had done during my move. Well, she moved into the exact same apartment that I did. That in and of itself, not a big deal, right? What was important to notice, though, was that she would keep tabs on me, or make an attempt to. And like, let's say I went to Target and came back with Target bags. I would get a text or a phone call like, oh, what'd you get me at Target? What? Right? It's giving single black female is what it's giving. Because what are you doing? Why are you monitoring what I'm doing, or where I'm going, or who I'm going with? The other thing that I noticed, she would make little biting comments, little things that were sneak disses. In my former attempt, in my former life as a people pleaser, I was always like, oh, well, you know, be the diplomat. Not going to call it out. I'm not going to make that get me all, you know, off my footing. I would just kind of roll with it. But looking back, that was her showing her resentment for me. And even today, that shows up as resentment. She's done things in an attempt to hurt me, in an attempt to make me look bad or feel bad, or to just harass me. And rather than give her that energy, I have been trying to ignore it, but it doesn't work. So I may as well put this out there for other people to hopefully avoid having a situation like this. Ultimately, like I said, I think this person is deeply unwell, and I wish that they would get help. But in the meantime, I'm just going to have to take care of myself and my child and my family, because after 12 years of this kind of behavior, there's nothing that I can do. I can't assume it wouldn't escalate. So at this point, at this stage of my life, especially with the things that this person has done, give you an example. I received a letter in this last year from her brother that stated that she had died. She's not. She's not dead. She's not. It's just more like fuel to hopefully like push. I don't know what the end game is. Again, deeply unwell, so I can't read into what the goals are there. But those are the kinds of behaviors, right? I got this letter that she had passed away, and then I get cards that are saying, you know, how amazing you are and you're so wonderful. And then I get emails and posts online about how I'm a terrible person and how I just act like I'm nice. First of all, if anybody knows me, I never say I'm nice. I'm the opposite of nice, whatever that is. Kind, yes. Nice, not over here. But it's come to the point where I just have to be resigned to the fact that this person is not going to go away anytime soon. And whether I make a video about her antics or not, she's not going to stop. So I may as well share so that there's a record of it beyond what I've already had with the police and sheriff department here. And also that there's a recognition for other people who may be going through this or could avoid going through this by what I share, okay? I'm at the point where I know if I ever see this woman again, it will not be an accident, okay? If I ever see her again, it will be because she knew where I was going to be and she decided to show up there. And I'm going to have to assume it was not for good reasons. There's no way I can assume that. I can't assume that if I ever see her in person again, that it wasn't on purpose and that it's not for nefarious reasons. Because after 12 years, what are you doing? Go on with your life. Move on. And if you have someone in your life who has a monitoring spirit like this, please separate yourself. Do not allow them to continue to create blurred lines between you and them, because that's what they'll do. They will do and say things in an attempt to mirror you. They'll do and say things in an attempt to mask who they really are, right? Don't allow it. You know, you feel it in your gut. I felt it in my gut for the whole time. And I was trying to be kind. Don't. She's right. I'm not nice. And I hope she remembers that.